Welcome back to episode 43. Today we are looking at Karsa. The Karsa is a new bank that is built on top of multiple blockchains, actually, now that I look into it. It's, as the name suggests, it's a new bank, which means that it is allowing you to save your money and send it and spend it in dollars. This does not carry with it any of the regular regulations. Now, one thing to, of course, note is that the stream has a bit of a change. So earlier I used to review like five different projects at once. Starting today, actually, we'll be focusing on one a day. So, and go like a little bit deeper into whatever we're looking at, considering that it is usually a higher yield opportunity for me to probably dive in and tell you whether or not something is worth it for you to check out. Now, Karsa is a relevantly new project, considering that they have launched in January of 2025. You may be thinking, okay, that's like a year, and a year in crypto is almost like a lifetime, but it's a little bit different considering that the other popular neobanks that you have, like Cast, for example, or Onboard, or you've got EtherFi to some extent. They've been around for a while, longer than just simply 1 year. But again, if they've cracked the onboarding puzzle, then it's definitely usable by all scenes, especially for newcomers. You can also see that the ethos score is a little bit low, which is a little bit concerning because usually what happens is that ethos score of founders can be low, ethos scores of influencers can be low, but seeing an ethos score of a project being low is a little bit weird. You can see that actually pretty much nobody has reviewed them before. So I may be one of the very first people who's doing that. So we've got gokarsa.com, and that's the one we'll be looking at. Now, I can see that they're allowing remittances in Pakistan, which may lead me to believe that they are focusing on PKR as a currency. But we'll have to see. You can get it for free, hundreds of waitlist. So I already know that there are two countries where they're active. One is Pakistan, one is Nigeria in particular. And they have actually not tweeted out that much, which is not good. Like, why are you not tweeting? Is it because this guy is tweeting? Whose name is like Shah? Is Shah the guy who is tweeting? Wait, let me actually check. No. Okay. Uh, yeah, maybe. So Shah is probably the guy who's tweeting. I would personally prefer this to change around, considering that if I look here and I look at Karsa, Karsa should be putting out tweets from the main handle. Now, what kind of tweets, right? And this is, of course, a question that keeps coming up again and again in terms of responses, in terms of what one should do. I think that people should tweet out more from like the founder's handle, any sort of like opinions. So opinions definitely go to like founders profile, but on the other side, any kind of project updates like that card information, right? The fact that you have released a card as a new bank is an important milestone in your journey. So that should have ideally come out from the main handle, not necessarily from the founder's handle. The founder can definitely talk about regulatory problems, things that would get in trouble um, if the main account posts it, because then there is regulation out there which can get you guys as an entity in trouble, but not necessarily as an individual. So that is the preferred way of doing it, or how I would recommend doing it. Plus, I think it's one of the reasons why not enough people are trusting of you just yet, because this is literally you guys have got like 8 posts, right? And it's been like an year, and I would have assumed that you guys are not building if this was the last thing that was out there, which is like June of 23, and then it came out in like September. So like July, August, if I honestly showed up to you in August and I saw that you had last tweeted on June 23, I would have assumed that the answer is no, you guys have stopped. So, and literally after September, it's just like this guy who has talked to you. Anyway, that being said, let's try to actually use you guys and see what you're all about. By the way, good job on like the bio in itself, plus the fact that you guys only have one link in your bio, which is a personal gripe of mine. Select your region. Well, I'm global, so I'll choose global. The problem that is here is that you're again asking me to download an app, which, I mean, conventionally downloading an app has always been um, a bit of a pickle, especially in crypto, because you never know what you are downloading. If you download the wrong thing, you are basically under a lot of fire. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Fashing. Okay, so one thing is good, which is that since these guys have such a unique name, they do show up very easily on the UAE App Store, which is big because I remember Fido had this problem where like Fido could not show up. And Fido is like another neobank, but they're serving the US population exclusively, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I think like if you have something which is serving only the US population, then I think your moat is then that you're offering higher yield opportunities for people who are looking for more interest, as compared to traditional savings bank, right? Oh, that was a very fast download. My internet speed is actually not that great, so by that standard, it's actually pretty fast. So I can now stop sharing my screen and actually just share it right here. Paste. Okay, so I'm just gonna show my screen now here and go. So this is the opening screen where they're saying cross-border payments. Continue with email is the only option. So okay, I would have liked if there was an option to continue with the wallet as well, but okay, maybe you guys need to KYC me anyway, so I understand. Okay, one thing, when I'm typing in my email, you can see that this button does not change its color. So it almost looked like for some reason that it was not clickable. I was waiting for it to change its color, like become like light green or something, but it did not. So might be something for you guys to check out. Now I'm supposed to have received like a confirmation code, which I have to like type in. Until now, it's like pretty standard. Let me actually 436002. Karsa would like to send you notifications. Not right now. Not right now. Okay, so you guys are asking me to enable a pin, use biometric. Okay, that's good, decent. Okay, that was pretty fast. You are asking me to set up my phone number. Okay, you can see that it's like this as a pop-up. So I'm gonna just put in my Dubai number, referral code, tax ID number. I don't have a tax ID number. I don't think anybody in Dubai has that, so it's a little bit weird. I'm just gonna write NA. Tax ID type Emirates ID. Oh, you mean like Emirates ID number? So you should have just called it Emirates ID number, man. Otherwise, like countries that do not have like exact taxation would be like super confused. Or you should have first asked, like you should have put the field of tax ID type before the number itself. Otherwise, it's just a little bit confusing. I'm just trying to get the number at this point. Okay, I got it. State, province, Dubai. By the way, the spelling of Dubai is really weird. Actually, all the spellings are very weird. If you can see right here, it says Abu Dhabi on the top. It should say Abu Dhabi, but okay, maybe it's a different way of saying it. I'm the one who does not understand. Um, I'll hit next. Okay, verify your identity using Karsa. Okay, how do I verify my identity? Let's see how quick their verification works. So they're using Persona primarily. Now, Persona is a bit of a, I prefer not to use Persona. Like some snub is a better one in my humble opinion when it comes to KYCing. But okay, you should not be asking this to your UAE people because address proof does not matter. Like that's the thing. Like addresses do not matter in Abu Dhabi or like uh, you know in Dubai. They really do not fucking matter because people keep changing all the fucking time, all the fucking time. Government ID is from United Arab Emirates. Are they going to ask me to like scan it? I hope I have it with me. Choose one of the following options. I'll just use like a national ID. So give me a second, guys. I'll just be renewing it on my own. I could have used the driver's license as well. Actually, you know what? These IDs like with Persona and Sub, they should just partner up with UAE at this point to like create like a UAE pass version of the IDs because it doesn't make any sense. Like for all neobanks, people usually use their Dubai IDs anyway. So Subsnav at this point, some sub, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Like I won't even try. The KYC provider should at this point just like partner up with governments and like get the get the exact ID. Back of the ID. Okay, so this is now being done. It's definitely going to take like a bit of a while. Last name. Banking info? What do you mean banking info? Most recent occupation. Self employed. Okay. Radio KYC. This process looks a little bit longer than that which was there on board. So yeah. Okay, so it's verifying now. I have no idea why they said your face was not very visibly lit. Okay, done. Open in Karsa. Okay, I think this is it. So virtual bank account is being done. I think KYC identity verified. You have full access to all the features. Okay. Oh, that was very fast. Like the actual verification was pretty fast. I really appreciate that. So this is how the app looks like right now. Let's try to send some money. Okay. App tour. Welcome to Karsa. Okay. Don't make this optional. Make this mandatory. This welcome to Karsa thing. Deposits or withdraw. Okay. Quick action. Feature tiles. Okay. Navigation. Okay, I would change the icons which were here, like these four icons, make them a little bit more sleeker. Right now, they look like they've been made right out of a UI box. Bank setup. Unable to load your verification status. Please try again. Why? I don't get it. First, it said you've been verified, and now it's giving me this on the bank. It's a little bit confusing, this bank setup thing. Like, what is this bank setup? It does not explain it that well. It just says, so here's my problem, right? Bank setup says verification in progress for whatever it is. And on the other side, if I go to bank, I hit complete KYC, it says identity verified. So which one is it? Like it's a bit confusing, no? Anyway, let's see if we can get a card. Select your occupation. Uh, I'm the executive, annual salary, account purpose. Um, I don't know, salary, expected monthly volume. Let's just put $10,000. Hit submit. Why do I have to apply for this again? Okay. I don't like this feature particularly, the fact that I have to wait, because usually when I'm trying things out, and even when I was using like Cast or something, I wanted it to be instant. So it's not instant. And that's the thing. I'm not a big fan of any kind of rewards or anything. So don't even think about it. Like I will personally not be using anything like that. Um Okay, it does not make sense. Wait, I'll tell you why it does not make sense. Okay, this savings thing right here should be of a different color. It should, like, the icon should just be grayed out, or it should be saying coming soon very, very blatantly, because right now it just looks like, yes, it's a part. You can just remove it. Why is it there? Just because you wanted it to be like 4, because it was tagged in a way that, 4 would have made more sense. Not a very good UI, to be honest. So now I'll tell you what the problem with the app is right now. Okay, card, I cannot use it because I have to wait. Okay, virtual bank account, I have no idea why as soon as I hit it just takes me here, which is like complete KYC, and I understand it because as soon as I hit it, it says verification, identity verified. So I have no idea what the fuck is the problem here. So yeah, anyway, so now that I go back, I can hit deposit or I can hit withdraw, and I can go to advance. Okay, so I can like send money to someone, and it can only be on base. Doesn't make sense. I don't think USDT is supported on base. How are you sending this USDT on base? If I'm not mistaken, USDT is not available on base. USDC is, very specifically, but yeah. So how's that happening? And I don't think there should be like a difference in like USDT or USD. Oh, but it's like reception, right? So okay, no problem. Don't mind. And how is it different from like withdraw? Okay, you can withdraw to a bank. I I just think you should. You should. Okay, wait. In advance, you should remove send. Okay, go to withdraw, add it here to another wallet, exchange, bank, wallet. That's it, honestly. What else is there? Convert. Okay, convert can be like a separate button. Okay, that's fine. But you can only convert between USDT to USDC. I think you should plug into like 0x exchange or like DeFi Llama swap or Kyber swap or something like that, like an aggregator that can like swap it and then send it somewhere else. I think Cast has this feature where you can basically receive payments in like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a couple of others, and you will be paid for. Like, it will show up as like a dollar amount value. Let's try the deposit. So it's kind of weird. Okay, wait, why can I not deposit with wallet? I don't get it. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. There is something wrong here. Okay, wait. Hold on. There is uh, something wrong here. Okay. If I click on deposit, right, which is this button, it gives me two options, which is like bank and exchange. If I click on exchange, it says no exchange is connected, and then deposit from new exchange. It says deposit manually here, which should just be there automatically. Like, I don't understand why it was not there. Like, and why are multi-chain deposits not enabled by default? I think they should just be enabled by default. Why the fuck is it different? Okay, wait. So if I send something on base on this multi-chain deposit, what happens? Because it does not list base in the second one. And it's very obvious that if it's an address that can receive funds on Ethereum, Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism, then it can obviously receive funds on base. Why can it not? Why does base have to be a different address? So this is not clocking that well. This is an experience which is subpar. Okay, and then when if I come back and I hit on deposit from exchange, what happens is, look what happens. Okay, so it goes through, and what is happening is that it's showing me all of this, but this is not an exchange. Like, this is not Bybit or something, right? This is literally wallets. So why did we say deposit from exchange? So if I go Rabi, why did you have to go through like this whole process of showing me this? You could have just said choose token, choose network, boom. Like, you've added an extra step unnecessarily. I don't think this helps the new user at all. I have to be honest with you. So anyway, let's just try and send this, okay, without creating like a huge fuss. Send $5, and we're sending it here on this particular address. Yes, all looks good. I'm gonna use my base app to send it. So as you can see, I've sent $5. I love the speed on base. I love how quickly it goes. So it's gone now, and now we wait. Ideally, it should have arrived. Okay, $5 have been arrived. Congratulations, guys. It is finally back. Now we can withdraw it. Let's say I want to withdraw it to a bank. Okay, choose a bank. Choose a bank account. Okay, I want to choose a bank account. Can I choose an Indian bank account? Ooh, if this is possible, I would love to. Account ownership, my account. Okay, bank name. When you say bank name, what do you mean? Like my name? This is a savings account. Account number. Fuck, what is my account number? Let me actually see. So I have like an Indian bank account. So let me see how easily this works. Okay. If honestly, if it gets this right, fine by me, bro. Like honestly, fine by me. Like if it gets this right, then I think all of their sins are forgiven. Because this is the part of the puzzle that no other company has been able to crack. Unfortunately, I have to be honest here. But yeah. IFSC. IFSC code. Okay, wait. I'll just remove some information. So then I can show you what the problem is. Okay. Here's the problem. See, IFSC code, what is it defaulting to? The numpad, right? But it has to be both. It's alphanumeric. IFSC codes are alphanumeric. I cannot. You literally, in your own example, you have written SBIN, right? So you yourself have said it, but you've not given the option. This is where you're failing. Anyway, let's come back. Let's try UAE. Okay, United Arab Emirates. My account. This is like a savings account. My IBAN is required. For the IBAN. Okay, I think I got it. What do you mean? Okay. If I add bank account, bank account added successfully. Okay, that is good. Why is it pending? I don't get it. Okay, so it is being verified, so it's gonna take some time. Okay, that I can take. So I would like to withdraw, but I think the problem that is happening right now is, um, yeah, I think the problem that is happening right now is you can deposit money into it, but I think the user runway is finishing very quickly. Like it's just finishing very very quickly, man. Like as soon as you deposit, there's nothing else to do on the app. So I will not remain hooked here. The only thing I liked, which is like really rare, is like withdrawing to a bank and it has like my VO bank from UAE, which I can deposit to. Then to it ran into some chopped problems, aka the fact that you know it couldn't work with the Indian bank account, but okay. So let's see what happens. Hmm. I would have to just finalize it. Give me a second. Yep. Mm, still not helping out, guys. Sorry, but it's the truth. Just won't help out. Unfortunately, I think this is where it's gonna take a stop, and the simple reason is that it just won't move forward. So yeah, I know we had like a lot of high hopes, and I genuinely believe that if they get this feature to be functional, I think I think that could be like super break. Like if they just do it right, it would be very fucking great. Anyway, guys, I think that is about it from my side. I will let you guys know of all the things that have happened. And yeah, until then, see you guys around. We'll be back very soon tomorrow with another new bank that we'll be exploring. But yeah, this was Farsa. Um, I think Karsa has like a lot of areas of improvement which they can improve upon. One thing they have really done well is the fact that they've added the ability to channel through the banks, which is really great. And then we'll just see. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. Take care.